Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to your reading. So, Happy New Year. That's the first thing that I want to say. Second of all, I want to explain this reading and where it comes from. So, I feel like January is really going to be the start off point to something beautiful for you in the year. And I feel like it's not fully revealed right now. You're kind of like in the in between phases of it. So I'm curious to know for each sign what it will be, or some sort of like indication of what it will be. So that is where this reading is coming from. Also, there is a collective reading on Patreon if you're interested. Links in the description box below. And it talks about the energy and why this reading came up for the most part. Okay. So we're going to start with earth, fire, air, and water. So Capricorn, you're first. Timestamps. I'm going to do timestamps. So they'll be in the description box below. Okay. Capricorn, what is hidden? What is hidden? A lot of uncertainty. It could be about love. It could be about career. There's something you're doing that just doesn't feel very secure, right? You're not sure what's happening there. It could be with your finances, anything. So anything that is confusing is going to stop and it will change. I almost feel like it changes on a dime because it just like everything happens at once for the better is what it looks like. So let's get into the cards, Capricorn. Interesting. I'm gonna say this. You've been going through a lot of changes in 2021, especially your love life and things that you hold dear. So if you had a hobby or a project or your career was like your main focus, there's been a lot of change around that. So it's whatever you held dear at the time, okay? Um, and I feel like it's more of a transition into something better or a transition for you. But I do feel like it's confusing because you don't have a grip on it. You don't really understand. You don't really understand how to control it. It kind of has a will of its own. So all you can do is really manifest, pray, and hope for the best. It's one of those things where you don't really have a grip on it. So there's nothing much that you can do. Okay. I do feel like your emotions have taken a step back in some aspects of your life, and there will be an opportunity for new love here. And I feel like whatever this new love is, or this inspiration of this emotional inspiration, really does make you happy. This is a person that you feel comfortable with, because I feel like it's a person that you feel comfortable with, and I feel like your emotions are a little bit back and forth because you may have cut off the idea of love, or like it's a mystery to you. You can't control it, so it is what it is. It's one of those things. But I see you being happy, and I see you fighting with accepting the new cycle, accepting the new change, accepting new love, or just in general, Capricorn, just good things happening to you and having a hard time accepting that it happened either so quickly, so fast, or it's like without any preparation to you. It feels like it's without preparation. Okay. Okay. Taurus, you are next. Okay, so we have Taurus secrets. Taurus, if you've been waiting on some sort of acceptance letter, and they're giving me something that starts with an R, but I can't see the word. So, acceptance letter, something like that. Giving you some indication that something has went through. Also, I see for some of you some sort of communication that's going to help you build a steady business or make some additional money. Taurus, it looks like you've been having a hard time. Okay, having some troubles, some hurdles, some things like that, and you've been trying your best to get through it. It feels like to me you're getting through things one at a time. You're not trying to overwhelm yourself, which is different for you, because if you could attack everything at once and get it done, you would. But in this instance, you've had to take things one at a time. And I feel like it has to do with you not wanting to be so overwhelmed and overburdened by what's happening. Yeah, yeah. I feel like you're taking it one at a time. What's interesting is it's like you've had to learn something new. This is not knowledge that you previously have already had or experienced that you've already had. But you see an opportunity to grow doing whatever this is. Maybe you want to go into real estate because you see that real estate would be very, very good for you, financially speaking. But you don't really have any information, so you're trying to gain a lot of information on it. It feels something of that nature, right? So I feel like you're learning or engaging actively in this is really helping you out. It's like you don't know everything. Yeah, it's like you don't know everything. It's interesting, Taurus, because I feel like you're going to have a failure, okay? But the failure helps you see something that you didn't see before. So it actually helps you out. It's actually a good thing. So things are going a little heavy and hectic right now. You may not know what to do. Your first reaction is to like put up a wall or block yourself, to keep things kind of stable or the way that it is now. But you're going to miss out on an opportunity if you do that. And I do feel like it's going to come in. It's like some sort of information that's going to help you. Because it feels like every time you try to do something, you may be feeling like you're getting blocked. But there's some information or some communication that's going to come in to help you with that. It's like the missing piece, it feels like. And it almost comes from a place you didn't expect it to. Yeah, it comes from a place you didn't expect it to come from. I also see here that you have to leave something behind. Something maybe that it's like something you were always doing for recognition or money or status or work. And it's not really helping you in any way. And you're starting to see that. I don't know where that's going, but that's just a message that's in here, okay? Virgo. Virgo, you're on a really, really good path. I'm going to say that. I feel like you're determined to make yourself happy. You know, you're determined to grow, to just live in like a new mindset, a new way of doing things, and it's working very, very well for you. Okay. I almost feel like you're the only thing that can hold you back at this point. So like negative feelings, negative thoughts, things like that. There may be someone that is consistently pushing you or consistently trying to contact you or something like that. It's almost like I'm getting all these messages for you. I'm sorry, but it's almost like you are going to realize that something in your life that has always been there or has been there before breathes new life into you or makes you happy again. This is a really light example, but let's say when you were a teenager, you like to knit. You're going to find out that you want to knit again. I mean, that's a very, very light example of what I'm saying. But it's because you're like happy and comfortable now that you can open yourself up to things that you may have thought were trite or not exciting or not important. You have a different view of them now. Okay. Yeah. You definitely had a problem with work or money, something like that. You didn't feel secure at work. You didn't feel secure in your money. And I'm saying this, Virgo, because I feel like this is the past. Because right now you're feeling very, very good. Things are in order. You're feeling good. And you're working towards that. Everything just looks good. But I feel like it's a little bit of weariness, whether it has to do with love, like wanting a person, wanting to find a hobby, wanting to find something that makes you happy. So this is a good time to like explore those different areas. What's interesting is when you start to do that, you're going to find something that really grasps your attention. And I feel like it's something that's always been there. It's like you're revitalizing something that made you happy before, but you had to put down because you had to focus on work or you had to do something else. You know, you had other responsibilities. Yeah, you're going to touch back into that. Now, for some of you, this is like a hobby. Like I said, I use knitting, for example. For some of you, this is a relationship. There could be a person that you liked before, but you were dealing with someone else, or you were like, you know, you were in a different mindset and you're like, this person is childish. I don't really like them. But now you see them as charming. You know, it looks like things are changing. And it has to do with how you're looking at them or how you're viewing it. But whatever it is, it's a really good start. A good start to start communicating, to start opening up, to start doing there. Okay? Okay. I heard money's good. Your money and your career and stuff is good, Virgo. Very solid, smooth feeling energy. I wanted to get that out of there. Okay, Sagittarius. I feel like you're going to have family visit. um, or you're going to have a party at your house or some sort of get together. That's exactly what this is about. Some of you are in the process of finding your tribe. Um, if you've moved, you're finding your tribe. This is like peace in the home. A lot of you are getting out. If you get out of your comfort zone, I feel like that will be good for you as well. It's almost like you meet someone or a group of people that can help you. Let's see, Saggies. Yeah, you've been really determined to focus on work, your stability. It's become like a way of you doing things. You know, you're very focused on it for very good reason. I feel like you just want to be stable and successful. Okay, um, you haven't really been allowing anything new to enter your life. It could be that yeah, you're just so focused on your stability and work that I feel like you haven't really been trying to introduce anything new into your life. It's almost like you're getting rid of people and things that were in your life before to make it better, but you haven't really been introducing anything new in. And it's time to do that. I feel like you're going to meet someone or have some sort of connection that impedes on your space or your energy. And you're not really ready to let anyone in. You're not really looking for anyone. I feel like it just happens, right? And it takes you away from you just focusing on yourself or your home or your business or your security. But what's interesting is I feel like you're not hesitant at all, Sagittarius. So go to a party, meet someone, make friends, because that's where it's going. It's like it's going towards something that's going to make you happy. But it's definitely a break from your career that's coming. Okay? So if somebody invites you out somewhere, say yes. That was simple and easy. Leo. Deeper commitments for you. Um, okay. If you're already in a relationship, I feel like your relationship is going to get stronger. It's like someone has been really emotional, and they realize how important the relationship they have with you is and decide to get a little bit more logical or what's the word? And I'm going to say logical about the relationship and how things should work. Okay, so I feel like that is a change there. Some of you may be getting proposed to, but here's the thing that I want to say, Leo. I feel like the proposal is more logical. Do you know, like, it's more like it's better that we get married for financial purposes or taxes, you know? I don't feel like, I do feel like the person cares about you, but it's not like a deep love thing. So this person's more logical, mind, thought centered, reason centered than emotional, okay? In this scenario. So this is, I feel like someone's taken the marriage or your relationship into more of a consideration. Very interesting. And this may be specific for someone, but yeah, it's like, even though we got problems or we had problems, I'm making the decision to move forward because it's the best thing to do. It's the most logical thing to do. Ooh, you really have been dealing with something too. You know, I'm going to say this, Leo, and that's interesting because the strength card came up, and that's definitely your card. Is you have, yeah, you didn't know where the relationship was going. Not that you thought this person would leave you. It's just like you didn't know the level of stability, like how strong the relationship really was. So you just kind of dealt with it, you know? You put your head down and did what you were supposed to do. You know, it's like, I'm being bold in love and this is what I believe. So, yeah, not knowing where things were going to go or the stability of the relationship. It's interesting because I feel like your love is about to grow. Somebody doesn't want to let you go. It could be you or them, but it's a need to not want to let go. You feel, or they feel, like things are decreasing and they want to hold it back together or get it back together. So that's what they're doing. So there may be an apology, a change in emotion, something like that, where someone is like, I really want to make this work. I really want to do this. I'm going to keep an open mind. Now, understand that this person, or they need to understand for you, depending on what side of the energy you're on, that everything's not going to be perfect. Okay? This is not a rom-com. Everything isn't going to be like magical. Okay? There are going to be moments where you're not working together very well, and that's fine. These are moments to learn. And I feel like, especially with this man card being here, that logical sense is what's going to keep everything together. See? Yeah. So it'll work out. Things will be fine. I just feel like you have to be willing to work together. As soon as one of you do not, then it's going to crumble again. I don't want to say crumble, but there'll be some conflict. Okay? So for you, I feel like that apology is coming out of nowhere. Okay. Aries. I love this for you. You know what, Aries? Let me say this. I feel like your energy's been really rough. Like you've been going back and forth with something, but you've definitely decided to take care of yourself, you and who you are, right? And I feel like this journey, this change that you're going to go through is really going to pay off for you. So where you feel like, when am I going to catch on? When are things going to get better? When are things going to get more balanced for you? What you don't see is it already is. It may have came towards you in a way that is not comfortable, that you didn't particularly want, but it is what you need. Okay? So that's what I see. I see you necessarily not getting what you want, but getting what you need here. And it's a change in direction. Something that you have to go through. I want to say, like, in your mind. It's something that you're going to have to deal with, you know, a change in your life. And it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but it does bring in a new beginning for you. So I actually do like that for you. Because it's like we're finally getting some movement somewhere, okay? But let's see. Yeah. In the past, you may have went back to someone because I feel like this was a bad decision or a bad judgment on your part. But I'm not blaming you at all. And the reason why is because the Page of Wands is here, which means that it looked good. It felt good. It was on the right track. Okay. I don't have anything negative to say about it past that. It's just that you're starting to see now that that was a bad decision. You'll see it on your own, whether you want to say it or not. That is what happened. But that decision, I feel like, almost gave you clarity. It let you see what you needed to see. So whether you had to go back this last time or deal with it this last time, it's fine. You saw what you needed to see. Okay. So yeah, now there's the trouble of the ending. So somebody came back around and then it ended again. But you're not understanding because I feel like you felt like things were going well, but then it just ended. So it's time for you to accept that it's for the best. It just wouldn't work out. Like, it's like both of you just don't work out very well. And you need to be confident that that is the best thing for you. Because this is actually a new beginning for you, Aries. It's actually a new beginning for you to get rid of things and people that don't work well with you. So it's actually really beautiful. It's just coming in a way that you don't want to receive it. Okay? So it's like your blockage is being your blockage is being lifted. Only because you wouldn't end it, you know? It's like the universe is ending it. Or the universe is putting in some closure to it. Okay, Libra. Libra, honestly, the moment that you start listening and following your intuition, that's when things are going to start moving. There's a feeling of like being stuck. Or you could have been in a situation where you were trying to use the logical way to do things, but that doesn't seem to be fitting you very well. It doesn't seem to be getting you where you want to go, right? So I feel like you need to listen to your intuition or be more caring or nurturing or open up your heart in a way. And that's going to help you move to different places. You know, some of you just want to change. And I feel like this is going to get you the change that you want. Okay. Yeah, you've always been thinking about your own stability, your career, your growth, but really your own security. You know, this is like, I don't want to get into anything that's not going to get me to the bottom line. Being smart about your actions in every area of your life, career and love. You know, those are the two that come up for me. Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be getting you anywhere. And that's why I was filling in the cards up there. It's like it doesn't seem to be getting you where you want to go. Everything kind of superficial or it has some sort of ending date to you. You know, nothing feels like something that you want to grasp onto and just take with you further, you know? So I feel like you're evaluating the things that you have fought against, the opportunities you've said no to, the people you've said no to, the things that you've kind of blocked out because it just didn't fit the blueprint of what you were doing in the past. So I feel like you're really looking at that. If there's someone that, I don't know, you just didn't feel like was your ideal type, but you're attracted to them, it could be something like that. In career, I almost feel like I want to say like working on one pathway because it just made sense to you, but then feeling like you're stuck in what it is that you're doing. Yeah. That one feels less, the energy feels less high on that one because I feel like, well, anyway, Libra, you have more to do with your life, you know? It's like you need to put that drive and action into motion for you. But it's about where you're taking it. It's interesting. It's like you have the energy, you have the will, you have the power to do whatever you want, but it's where you're choosing to go with it. So it's not your intensity, it's not how you do things, it's where you're taking it that's not being successful. You know, I feel like you have to make a deal with yourself to be patient with yourself and be patient with life. Things are not going to happen when you want them to. Everything is not immediate gratification. You know, sometimes things don't make sense as well. And I feel like you just have to agree to disagree with that, you know, and just go where life is taking you. So definitely your intuition. Yeah, yeah. Some of you are missing a soulmate. It's some sort of soulmate or soul life decision. And it's like you're missing it. You're missing it because you're not feeling where it's pulling you. You're choosing where you want to go. Yeah, it's so it's sort of like you feel something or you know something, but you're ignoring it because something else seems better. That's what it's like. Okay. Now that could be love or that could be career. I don't know. Take that how you want to take it. Aquarius. I skipped Gemini. So I'm going to go back up and do Gemini because I definitely skipped Gemini because what I just did was Libra. And I skipped Gemini. So I'll go back after you, Aquarius. I'm changing your timestamp. Okay, Aquarius. Wow. Aquarius. You know, it's interesting because I feel like you've been working on making something better or working towards something. Okay. But it's interesting because I don't think that you set your mind on I'm going to work for this in a concrete way. I feel like you've just been taking it day by day. But you're making good choices and making better steps for yourself. Okay. And because of that, something comes along, something solidifies in your life. This feels very, very good too. I feel like you're going to be really happy too, whatever this is. Okay. Some of you may be missing a soulmate or disconnected from someone that is a soulmate to you. Okay. It's interesting because I feel like you haven't really said anything, and this is your chance to say something. So this is your chance to rectify or close up something in the past that you kind of don't want to get into. It kind of has that feeling of like, I'd rather not, but it's better if I do. So that's what I see. What's interesting is you do have to build up your strength to say or do whatever it is that you need to do, but it's going to start something new in your life. So not only are you going to build up your confidence and your strength within yourself and feel good that you took an opportunity to change your life, but also it is going to make some changes. It is going to bring some new air into your life. But what's interesting is I feel like, so it feels uncomfortable. That's what I'm going to say. It feels uncomfortable. And once you get over this hurdle, I feel like it brings to you what wasn't working and gives you like a new beginning. That's beautiful. So dealing with something in the past or something that you want to say, Aquarius, you need to say it. You need to do it. It's like you need to get it off of your chest, off your soul, off your energy. And it's going to take a bit of courage to do that, but that courage is very, very good for you. Very, very good. Start something new, opens up a new door for you, lightens up the energy. Yeah. And then it starts something new. It gives you a spark. It's like is it defibrillator? A defibrillator. Okay, Gemini. That's a very interesting combination, Gemini. I feel like you've been getting in touch with your feelings or dealing with your feelings, rectifying some feelings, being focused on things that have to do with emotion and feelings, okay, within yourself. And it's interesting because I feel like you do get some communication. Like somebody actually does send you a letter or call you or text you or let you know something. But it's almost like even though they let you know or they try to contact you, you don't take it the same way. It's almost like before you would have been really, really, really happy about it. But this time you just are like, I don't know, you understand it differently. Interesting. Well, let's see what the cards say. you got the moon twice. Yeah, so this is more of a spiritual or emotional type of thing, type of energy here. So, yeah, it's like someone's going to call you to apologize or connect with you on an emotional level. But you've already been digging into your feelings about them or just you in general. And Gemini, I feel like you would like to heal it. And it's more like you don't want to go back to how things were in the past. It's just like you don't want that kind of stuff hovering over you. You don't want that energy there in your life. But you also know that no matter what, like, this person will always be the same. The situation will always be the same. It's almost like you know a person isn't going to change or the situation isn't going to change. But at the same time, you want to at least heal it to the best of what it can be. Okay. I think what the surprise here is that you're going to realize that when you let go of wanting to heal this, of wanting to still connect or still have a connection with this, I feel like it's a person, to be honest with you. Once you let go of that need to wanting to have a connection with them, you'll feel more free. You won't feel like obligated is almost the word to this situation or this person. Very interesting. It's almost like the other side of the coin, because I feel like you just don't feel the same. It doesn't have the same impact. It's like you know that something is materialistic or something doesn't have feet, really. Even though there's an apology, it's like the surprise is you know that it's not, it doesn't matter. It's like this person won't change, the situation won't change. Even though you thought you wanted this apology or you thought you wanted this, it doesn't have the same effect. Very interesting. Let me see. Yeah, something hasn't changed. It's like all this information, all this force coming in, but the situation hasn't changed. And not going to change. It's kind of like you get your answer, you get your drive, you get your motivation to go somewhere else or do something else. Yeah. It's like now you get the motivation to keep going in another direction of a different job, to keep looking for someone else, just to keep moving on. Very interesting. Okay, Gemini. Interesting. Oh, my candle went out. Pisces. Some of you could be getting a change in where you live, like moving, or even maybe just changing your home. But I feel like change is good for you here. Change is good for you, but I feel like you feel comfortable in... It's almost like you don't want the change because it makes you feel comfortable, but change is what you need in your life, Pisces. So, experiencing new things, finding out new things, trying out new hobbies, new. You need to bring newness into your life. You may be feeling like you're missing something or missing someone. Yeah. I almost feel like you're missing someone, but you're starting to come out of it. I feel like at first you were really in your head about this person, but you're starting to come out of it. And or like maybe even like searching for love, or if you're single, like going on the search for love and realizing like you know, you're starting to come out of that dreamy sort of feeling that you were having, like, oh, love. Yeah, because it's like you see that that wasn't getting you anywhere. You know, it wasn't getting you that opportunity for a solid relationship, or for you to experience that solid love. Or even this is like somebody who's been on a dream about what they want to do in their career and realizing they have to buckle down because you haven't gotten anywhere at a certain point. So let's say for 4 years you've been trying to become a singer, you haven't become a singer yet, you're tired of struggling. So, you know, like now you start buckling down and trying to find a full-time job, something like that. And it doesn't feel bad. It just feels like a new direction for you, you know? Like it's just a new direction to find something better, to change your story, to change the direction for you. And everything will be great. Yeah, it's almost like it just had to come up in the form of something uncomfortable for you to do it. Yeah, for you to realize it. It's like spirit had to push you in between the two, you know, coals or whatever, to get you to feel the tension. But yeah, you're going to be good. So even though it feels like you don't want the change or you don't want to accept it, whatever it is, just do it. It's going to be good. Yeah, the basis here, the secret here is to get you to see that if you don't make changes, things won't change. Things won't get better. You know, you won't have those opportunities. You have to see that within yourself. Interesting. So I don't feel like anything is coming towards you per se without you having a hand in it. Pisces. I mean, really. Cancer. Okay, Cancer. Cancer, this is interesting because I feel like your secret, or what you don't see, is spirit wants you to know that every hardship that you go through makes you more solid. Okay? That's a very interesting message. It's like, don't cry over spilled milk. Don't hold on to, you know, don't be like, oh, everything just keeps happening, I don't understand. It's really to help you be better. It's like they're trying to get you to a certain point. So let's say you're like, why can't I find like this a stable, I don't know, like get a home, right? And you're going through all this stuff, or all these roadblocks and things. It's almost like it's making you stronger. It's building up a good foundation for you. You know, like first working on your credit, and first finding a realtor, and like, you know, all the little things that you have to do. It's very interesting. So it's like, keep doing what you're doing. You're on a really good path. you're doing fantastic. It's like you need to tell yourself you're doing fantastic and you can get through any obstacles that may come your way. It's like you need to know that very specifically. Yeah. So you've tried to start doing everything for yourself. You know, it's like, okay, now's the time for me to essentially grow up and do everything that, you know, I need to do for myself. And ever since you started doing that, it's like ever since you've broken the mold or gone against the grain for yourself, it just seems that it's really hard and tough. I feel like you have a good support system or a good family, or you're very happy with the decisions that you've been making so far. But it doesn't seem to be giving you what you want. Like you're not getting the material things. It's like your life's good though, Cancer. Really, really good ever since you started making changes and taking risks on yourself. And for those that you love as well. You know, like maybe someone was giving you advice and a family member and you finally took it and it was like the best thing that you've ever done, you know, for yourself. But I feel like your environment hasn't been giving you much as far as maybe job, career, home, car, stuff like that. But you're learning how to let go of that need, of the need to like get to that final place. And you're starting to enjoy it as it comes. You're enjoying every good thing as it comes. The good feelings that you have day to day. It's like you're taking it day to day. Honestly, it really does feel that way. But it's like you need to see that your support system is really, really good. You don't want to lose sight of that. Okay. Yeah, keep going even though everything isn't, you know, like a walking dream. There are little things that still give you the will to carry on and to push through. They are there. Okay, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I don't know where that saying came from, but I know that's what this is. I feel like you've made some good decisions, okay? And you need to keep doing them. Keep holding on to those good decisions. Don't start to doubt yourself, okay? And don't try to push things to get to a certain level. And what I mean by that, don't try to push relationships. Let things have its own flow, okay? Because the flow is really good. Don't try to push, like if you're trying to, I don't know, reach some sort of career goal, take it one step at a time. Do not try to push it, okay? Because I feel like you're going to get clouded by your emotions or your feelings about things and want to push and want to do and want to make things happen. But really, you're in a good space. You know, like this is not just a short, I don't feel like it's a short-lived opportunity. I just feel like it's not blocked, but going to take like a little stagnant period and it's going to make you nervous. Like you've lost the momentum, but you haven't, okay? Yeah, things haven't been perfect. A lot of you, your love life or the person that you care about wasn't very, I want to say romantic or touchy or loving, kind of making you question or even try to figure out what exactly was going on. And it looks like you didn't know what to do. You didn't know how to handle it. You couldn't outsmart the situation. Okay. But I feel like there's some new communication coming in from them if this is a person in that scenario. I really do. I feel like there's some communication coming into them and it's got passion behind it. I feel like this person is picking up the slack. They're coming towards you. This almost gives me the feeling of like, I don't want to miss out on this. That's what it feels like. So yeah, they're very clear about what it is they want. They're not worried. And I feel like you need to not get in your head about it. So don't let little things sneak in and confuse you. Everything is fantastic. I mean, that's really what it is. Yeah, you're just on a journey. You're on a journey. Don't miss your blessing, Scorpio. Okay? You got to let things flow on its own. So for those of you in like with career stuff, you may not know what to do because this is like your first time, or I feel like sorry, I'm trying to put it into words. Okay. So it's like you're feeling maybe I wasn't prepared enough. Maybe I thought this was just a dream. Maybe I didn't think it through enough. And you're starting to get like hesitant. Do not do that. Just find the next step. Find how to conquer this one problem and move on. Still keep that determination. I feel like there's nothing to worry about. So with this, I feel like in general, Scorpio, your situation is great. Your only hindrance is you and you putting any limitation on anything or missing out on something, getting a little bit too much into your emotions or feelings about it. Okay. So beautiful souls, I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.